Okay, let's look today a little closer at the CAGED system. We're going to look at two chords, the C and the A, and we're going to figure out what they mean by CAGED and how you can use that to help you find those different types of shapes to play those chords. Okay, so let's look at the C chord first. Now these are 5 shapes to play the C chord, and the shapes are C, A, G, E, and D. So we're going to find a C in C, C shape. We know that one. The A shape, we'll find a chord using the A shape. That's going to be a C chord. We're going to use the G to find a C chord. We're going to use the E to find a C chord. And we're going to use a D. So we're going to use those 5 shapes, C, A, G, E, and D. And we're going to make C chords using those 5 shapes. We're going to change our position on the neck. Okay, so the first one is pretty simple. A C using the C shape is here. We know that. 3 on the A, 2 on the D, open G, B1, and open E. So that's a C chord using a typical C shape. All right, now in CAGED, C, A. All right, the next chord shape should be an A. So we should be able to use this shape somewhere on this neck and find a C chord. All right, and it's right here. This is our C chord using an A shape. How do I know that? Because I know that if I'm playing A, a straight A, this is my root, that's A. So if I can find the C root there, which is right here, that must be a C chord. So this is my C chord using an A shape. So C chord, A shape. 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. You don't play the low E. So that's our A shape with a C chord. All right, C, A, G. So the next one we need to find is how to play a C chord using a G shape. All right, if we look at the G shape, let's just look at the top 4 strings. Open, 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 third, or in other words, 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, so I need to find that note as a C. All right, it's right here. So that's my C note. So therefore, this would be my G shape for a C chord. 5, 5, 5, 8. So that's using a G shape to play a C chord. Okay, my root's here and my root's also here on the G, G at 5. Okay, C, A, G, E, or I'm sorry, yeah, C, A, G. Now we're going to find it in E, all right, E shape. Well, if I use my E shape, I know that this string is my bass, my open string. So if I need to find that as an A, which is on the 5th fret. So if I would play an E shape at the 5th fret, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5, that is a, whoops, I'm sorry, made a mistake. We want to find that E, that's an E right now. We want to find it in C, and C is up here at the 8th fret. The 8th fret. So if I bar at the 8th fret and make an E shape there, 8, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8. That's an E shape, but it's a C chord. Okay, so C, A, G, E, the last one is D. So how do we make a C chord using a D shape? All right, well, let's look at the D shape. The D shape is right here, and my root is right there. That's a D. So if I can find this note as a C, I can make a D shape there. So let's go all the way up here. I'm on the 13th fret with that finger. So 12, 13, 12. There's my C. And if you want to embellish it, you can play D14, G12. Sorry, my bad. There we go. B13, which is a C, and then E at 12. So 14, 12, 13, 12. So that's my C's. So again, in review, here's a C chord in C shape. Here's a C chord in A shape. Here's a C chord in G shape. Here's a C chord in E shape. And here's a C chord in D shape. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, now let's look at another one. Let's find an A chord. Let's use an A chord. And let's find 5 A chords, but using C, A, G, E, D again to help us find those, use those shapes to help us find those chords. All right, well, the first one, we're going to start with A because we know the A is here. That's an easy one. It's the same order. C-A-G-E-D, but we start with the A. So it's A-G-E-D, C. That's the order that we're going to find those shapes in. So the first one we want to find is A. Well, it's right here, isn't it? So it's open A, and then 2, 2, 2, and then open E. Okay, so that's my A chord in an A shape. Okay, A, the next one in CAGED would be G. So we should be able to find an A shape using a G, an A chord using a G shape. We look at the G, this is my root, so I'm going to move up here, this is root A, this is A, so therefore it's 2, 2, 2, 5. So that is an A chord using a G shape. So we've got A, G, the next one is E. Okay, if we're going to go look at E, the root note is here, our 6th string is an E, so I need to find that as an A. Well, it's up here at the 5th fret. So if I play an E shape at the 5th fret, that is an A chord. So 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. That's an A chord using an E shape. So we've got A, G, E. Now the next one we want to find an A chord using a D shape. All right, well again, let's go back to D. D is here. That's my root. So I need to find that as an A. Well, it's up here on the 10th fret. So if I were to play a simple version, which would be 9, 10, 9, that's an A. If you want to make it a little more fancy, you can play D at 11, then 10, then, D at 11, then 9, 10, 9. So 11, 9, 10, 9 is an A chord, or just that is an A chord. Okay, so we got A, G, E, D. We need to find a C that will work for an A chord. All right, so let's think about this for a minute. All right, this is my root here. So if I can find that as a C, as an A, if I can find that as an A, then I can find an A chord using a C shape. Well, it's right here. Here's my A note. So I can play a C chord. It's very much like the D, isn't it? So it's right here. So it's 11, 10, 9, 11, 9, 10, 9. That's my A. So here are my 5 A's using the CAGED system. So I start with the A because it's, you know, the first shape. So A, G, E, D, and then C is basically this. For us, it's the same shape. Okay, so that'll work. Okay, that takes care of the CAGED system for finding 5 C chords and 5 A chords. All right, using those shapes. Hope that helps a lot.